Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and all who are here to support Rolling Thunder, Inc., New Jersey, Chapter 2's POW MIA Memorial Chair Rededication. I am Catherine Hartman, Secretary for Rolling Thunder, Inc., New Jersey, Chapter 2. Prior to our ceremony, Rolling Thunder, Inc. members will conduct a ceremonial lap around the warning track on their motorcycles. Incorporated in 1995, Rolling Thunder, Inc. is a Class 501 Charlie 4 nonprofit organization with over 90 chartered chapters throughout the United States and members abroad. While many members of Rolling Thunder, Inc. are veterans and many ride motorcycles, neither qualification is a prerequisite. All are united in the cause to bring full accountability for the prisoners of war, missing in action, POW, MIA of all wars, reminding the government, the media, and the public by our watchwords, we will not forget. The POW MIA Chair of Honor symbolizes the enduring commitment to account for prisoners of war and those missing in action, representing the empty seat of those who have not returned from service. It serves as a powerful reminder of their sacrifice and the nation's ongoing efforts to bring them home. The chair itself is deliberately left empty, representing the absence of those who are missing or captured. It signifies the ultimate sacrifice made by service members who have not returned, highlighting the cost of freedom. The chair also embodies the nation's unwavering promise to account for all POW MIAs and bring them home. The chair features the POW MIA flag or emblem, further emphasizing its connection to the cause. The Chair of Honor is placed in a prominent location, ensuring that it remains a visible and constant reminder of those who are missing. Please rise for our chair rededication ceremony. At this time, we ask that Steve and Elizabeth Bodner make their way up to the chair. The Bodner family unfortunately lost Elizabeth's brother, Corporal Norbert Hurt, in Korea in 1950 and will be the ones to unveil the chair. In remembrance of the sacrifices of our nation's military, we respectfully rededicate this Chair of Honor that originally debuted on April 13, 2019, to the soldiers who have given the ultimate sacrifice or who have been held prisoners of war, listed as missing in action, and whose remains have not been recovered. Since World War II, more than 82,000 service members are unaccounted for. Today, we remember Corporal Norbert Hurt, United States Army, who was listed as missing in action on December 2nd, 1950, during the Battle of the Chosin Reservoir in North Korea. He was presumed dead on December 31st, 1953, although his remains were not recovered until October 20th, 2014, and finally laid to rest with his family by his side. May God bless America. Please unveil the chair. Please join us in a moment of silence to remember all prisoners of war and missing in action. Now, Steve Bonder will say a few words on behalf of his family and Corporal Norbert Hurt, who we are remembering today.
Good evening. At the age of 20, my uncle, Norbert Hurt, served in the 7th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army in the Korean War. In November 1950, his command's mission was to secure the Chosin Reservoir. Unbeknownst to military leaders, the 7th Infantry was vastly outnumbered and surrounded by enemy troops. Left to their own, Norbert Hurt and his fellow soldiers fought valiantly, attempting to break out to reunite with American forces. 8 out of 10 soldiers in the breakout task force were killed in action or declared to be missing in action. Like many of the soldiers of the Chosin Reservoir battles, Norbert Hurt did not make it to safety. Because the military was unable to determine his fate, he was declared missing in action, and at the end of the conflict, with no further information, he was declared killed in action. While Norbert Hurt was missing, he was always remembered. My mom, Elizabeth Bodner, was a child when she lost her older brother. She has been the force in keeping Norbert's memory alive. She became a member of the Coalition of Families of Korean and Cold War POW MIAs and fought for Norbert, and to remember the identities and rights of soldiers who have been imprisoned or lost in battle. She attended conferences advocating for the return of servicemen like my uncle and for DNA matching of unidentified remains. In 1993, North Korea turned over the battlefield remains of unaccounted for United States servicemen from the Korean War. DNA science continued to evolve, and in 2014, 64 years after Norbert Hurt was declared missing in action, our family was stunned and relieved to learn that among the servicemen who had been recovered in 1993 was Norbert Hurt. No longer missing, Norbert Hurt rests in eternity at Arlington National Cemetery. This is but one example of why we must remember the servicemen who have been lost or imprisoned. We remember Norbert Hurt. We remember the 82,000 service members who are unaccounted for. We remember their families and friends. On behalf of my family, thank you, Rolling Thunder, and thank you, Trenton Thunder, for the seat dedication and supporting this cause. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve, for sharing your family's story. On behalf of our chapter president, Al Payon, we would like to thank the Trenton Thunder organization for your continued support and all those who support our cause. May this chair serve as a reminder of all those who are still listed as POW MIA until they all come home. Thank you.